Hello, my legion of leasers, my army of apartment maniacs. It's Matt Easton, the founder of leasinguniversity.com. This morning, right now, we're going to talk about the crime question. Dun dun! I feel like I should have that theme from Law and Order, as my mom from Boston says, La Nada. All right. Well, we're going to talk about La Nada, and more importantly, we're going to talk about the crime question. Because this is something that a lot of times as property managers and leasing agents, we fumble around the crime question. So this came in from Alicia Corbett over at Berkshire. Awesome group. Alicia, big shout out to you for the awesome question. So she said, I'd love to hear you speak on the crime question. Leasing professionals often get asked and end up stumbling through that question due to restrictions on what they can and cannot say. Great question, Alicia, and you're absolutely right that they stumble. Let me just explain for those that are not caught up on why we stumble on this. Unless you've had your law degree or you're working in the human resources department, you may not understand this, but the last thing that you want to do as a leasing professional is speak words that can be perceived as an implied contract, right? So you don't want to say anything that can be perceived by your resident as you're guaranteeing their safety. To get technical, you want to use words like we strive to keep the community safe, because by striving, you're not saying, hey, we have a safe community. But I don't even want to go there right now, all right? I want to give you some of the Leasing University skills that are going to help you get through this, because you shouldn't need to be a lawyer, right? And you shouldn't need to consult with HR to be able to answer this question and to be able to close the lease when you get handed the crime question. All you got to do is use your simple techniques that you learn through Leasing University. So big shout out to my certified leasing consultants at Leasing University. You know what I'm about to talk about right now. And if you would like to get certified, go head over to leasinguniversity.com. But here's the simple answer to the crime question. I want you to practice this, and I want you to learn a little bit about your community, about your market. So Alicia's in Austin. The way she could answer the question when she gets asked, oh, I heard there's a lot of crime. Step number one, use your Leasing University system. You always want to maintain a state of agreement with your prospect. You never want to argue with them. So the last thing you want to do is argue and say, oh, there's no crime in Austin and crime's not a big deal, or any derivation of that. So step number one, you always want to be in agreement. So you want to make a statement like when they say, oh, I heard there's a lot of crime in the area. I hear you. I understand. So boom, I've made a statement that I'm in agreement. I hear you. I understand. Notice the inflection in my voice. I'm not elevating any concern here, but I am creating a state of agreement with them. I hear you. I understand. Okay? Step number one, state of agreement. Step number two, we're going to put a softener on it. Okay? Austin's a very big city, all right? So Austin's a big city. I just put a softener on the crime statement. Now I'm about to get real with them because they're getting negative and they're complaining. I'm about to reset their mind. I hear you, I understand. Austin's a very big city. As with any big city, there's going to be crime, okay? As with any big city, you're gonna have crime. Also with any big city, you're gonna have a lot of wonderful things that come with living in that big city. With our community, our residents love the fact that we're close to Zucker Park, that we're right next to Loop 1 Mopac. So for a lot of our residents that need to commute around Austin, they can get around very easily with our location. But there's literally hundreds of things that people love about living in Austin. What are some of the things that you like the most about Austin? See how I did that? I hear you, I understand. Austin's a big city. As with any big city, you're gonna have crime. Also with a big city, you're gonna have all the wonderful things that come with living in a place like Austin, Texas. Our residents love the fact that we're near 6th Street, or they love the fact that we're right next to Loop 1 Mopac. Whatever it is about your particular community, Alicia, you need to have those memorized and in the bank, all right? So we're gonna agree with them. We're going to put a softener on it. Then we're also going to highlight the positive things that come with living in that area. And we're going to ask them to offer up what they like about Austin. What you're gonna find 99% of the time, they already knew there was crime. They're just trying to be negative. They're just trying to complain. Let's spin it around. Let's turn it around. You're gonna find that they're gonna say, well, you know what I love about it is I actually really like going to 6th Street and I like how close you guys are to 6th Street. Or they're gonna give their own answers there. I hope this helps. Please, if you have any questions, if anybody else out there has any questions, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer them for you. Put them in the comment section below. And until the next video, I want you to be great and I want you to get those leases. I'll see you soon. "500 of the top property management companies work with Leasing University. We conduct 100 live apartment leasing training events per year. We help our clients sign over 100,000 additional leases per year, adding $2 billion to their revenue. Leasing consultants that have access to Leasing University lease 7 times more apartments than the rest of the industry. Leasing University is new. Leasing University is game-changing, and Leasing University will get you 7 times more leases. Listen. The apartment industry has changed. The way people rent apartments today is totally different than it was yesterday. Today's renter has more access to information and they've got more choices in apartments than they've ever had before. If you're struggling to get leases, it's most likely not your location, it's not your amenities, and it's not your price. It's your sales training. If you've been made to sit through a boring class or unrealistic online training, and you're not getting the skills that you need to work with renters, to help you handle their objections, and to make sure you close the lease and rent the apartment, well, that ends today with Leasing University. Our simple, fun, and exciting step-by-step online training and live events will give you the skills and confidence that you need to lease 7 times more apartments. Earn your certified leasing consultant credential in less than 30 days with Leasing University. Simply click on the link to get started and head over to leasinguniversity.com now to start your training.